Just getting my coffee with cream. It got attacked my fridge. Attacked me. Strawberries my daughter didn't finish. Let's see. Now let's go. Get comfy so we can chat. Hello. Just getting my coffee. I'm going to sit down so we could chat. Oh, hello, princess. Hello, everybody. Good morning, Brian. How's it going? Allergies are going crazy. What time is it where you are? It's 9:52 here. And it is quite warm outside. Hey Google, what's the temperature?
In Ottawa right now, it's 19 degrees.
It's 19 degrees. Actually, the same temperature that's inside the house. That's supposed to go higher today. Chocolate-filled donuts. That sounds like a healthy breakfast. Normally I'm at church this morning, but I just wasn't feeling great. My neck was sore. I'm sleeping wrong. My back's been sore, and I'm just like, yeah, I can't sit in the chair. 7:53 here. Yeah, it's 19 degrees. Hey Google, what is 19 degrees Celsius?
19 degrees Celsius equals 66.2 degrees Fahrenheit.
So 66 degrees. That's what I like our house to be at, 19, 20 degrees. We like that year round. So, but yesterday was so hot. 55. Oh, that's nice and cool. Especially in the morning. It's nice to have a little bit of crisp air, right? Especially in the morning. It's nice to have a little bit of crisp air. Oh, sorry. Making sure my computer is. There we go. So what are you doing this fine morning? Today I don't have to figure out supper because we're going to my in-laws for supper. Well, besides eating donuts. So did you go out and get fresh donuts this morning, or did you get donuts last night to have them this morning? Hey, Tom Tom. Well, have a good band rehearsal, Tom Tom. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. And catch me on the replay when you get back. Oh, I should turn off notifications. I keep on forgetting. Yeah. So today I'm just making lunch. My family doesn't like to do really breakfast first thing in the morning. And normally we're at church, but I'm just not feeling great today, so at least this morning I didn't sleep well, and I'm sore, and I'm like, eh. So I'm going to just stay home and use my back massaging thing on my back because it's just not happy with me today. and just take it easy. And for lunch, because I'm doing this low spend month, um, and trying to use stuff in my fridge, freezer, and pantry. I'm going to be using. I'm going to be making um, some Oktoberfest type sausages, um, and buns and fries from the freezer for lunch whenever my family decides to wake up. And whatever. Oh, what else are we gonna have? There was something else with that. Oh, I might be making some tomato and bocchini, a cheese ball salad. So that's what we're gonna do for lunch. So I should be having um, a vlog type post of the last couple of days of what we've eaten from the fridge and freezer, and that, like, what we've actually made. Um, that's kind of going to be a few days of meals in like a post with my regular stuff that I still have to edit. So today I uploaded the rhubarb strawberry crisp, which is in collaboration with Get to the Farm, and I couldn't figure out how to put it on her playlist, but I linked her playlist in the video, so she could put. I asked her if she could put it in the playlist. So that was fun, and that was using up 2 small bags of rhubarb in my freezer and strawberries that were my freezer and stuff from my pantry. So, and um and today I'm going to be making some stuff for lunches this week. I was just talking to my youngest, and she wants to make some curried chickpeas and rice for some of the lunches. So we will do that today since I don't have to cook for supper, and hopefully get my kitchen back in order because I did a lot of cooking and baking yesterday. I made pot pie from. I had made the pot pie filling back in November, and I can't remember what recipe that was for because I'm like, I I made 2 pot pies yesterday, which was a kind of a fail because I had thought to use some puff pastry that was in my fridge, but I guess I had taken it out too long in my fridge that it had gone bad, so I had to throw it out. So then I had to make pie crust from scratch for the tops because I bought the pie crust in the pie plates, and so it was a kind of fail, but it worked out. But then the pot pie filling, whatever recipe it was, um, we weren't really fond of it. It wasn't bad, but it made 2 pot pies. So I have one whole pot pie left that I put saran wrap and put in the fridge, and I will probably be the only one eating it this week for lunches, possibly, because everybody ate theirs, but they weren't happy with it. They're like, make a chicken pot pie next time, because they love my chicken pot pie. But the beef pot pie, I don't know. This was before I had my Instant Pot, so I think the meat was still just too chewy. Again, the flavor was just odd. Like, it was not. This is what happens when I try a recipe and follow a recipe versus winging it myself.
There is a reminder for Jen.
Oh yes, that's the reminder of what we're going to have for supper. It just sent me. And not for supper, for lunch. I love the Google Home. I can set it up to send me reminders, which is helpful because I forget stuff. Yeah, and it sent me a reminder in my notifications, and I'll say what I said the reminder is. Or I can ask it, hey Google, what is the reminder?
Hi, Jen. You have one reminder. Oktoberfest sausages and fries for today at 10 a.m. You can check for updates like these at any time by asking what's up.
Hey Google, what's up?
I got soccer fever, and I must say it's pretty pleasant. You can ask me for fun facts on that matter.
No, thank you.
Okay, Sure.
I'm like, I am not interested in soccer at all, ever. I mean, I played it when I was a kid. I liked the sport, but watching it is not like I'm in Canada, so if I'm going to watch a sport, I'm going to watch hockey. Yes, it's going to be a good lunch. So I just want to talk about my no spend, right? But also, so I decided to do my no spend back beginning of May, middle of May, when I was seeing a bunch of people doing like shelf cooking, right? Like, you know, and I'm like, oh, I can't do it for May. I'll plan it for June. Then I'm on a couple groups. So Frugal Family Food Group on Facebook, Amanda from the Fundamental Home, and Tangi from Freedom Homestead. They decided like about 2 weeks ago, after I decided when I was talking in here, that they're going to be doing a low spend month and encouragement on the group. So I'm like, oh well, that's right up my alley. I've been talking about this. So I went to they just set up their new Facebook, not Facebook, website thing, and they have some resources that are free and some things. So they're doing frugal family food, low spend month, and their goals. They were for the first do an inventory of pantry and freezer, which you saw last 2 weeks ago. I did my two fridge freezers inventory. My pantry and my big freezer is going to be difficult. And then um, uh, they had some interesting printouts. So I printed them out. I'm like, okay, and I printed that one twice accidentally, apparently. But there's like a meal plan. You can find it out where it's actually nice. I think I'm going to put this in a protective sheet and write on it with a marker, so I don't have to write. So it's just there and reusable. Because I accidentally used the color on my printer. I didn't want to. But there's like a pantry inventory and a freezer inventory. I'll put the link. Actually, I'll find the link right now, and you can go there for. But this was the neat one. I'm like, oh, frugal family favorites. Well, I got Jeff to tell me because he keeps on saying, went on to the other side, and then those are Abby's. Rowan was not feeling well last night, so and I like I get inspired by other things, so we'll figure those out. But I was writing them out, but then I came up with another idea that will help with meal planning for menu planning. This is what I did? I took all those meals, and I wrote them on cue cards and I put whose favorite they were. So I'm gonna just like shuffle them or whatever, or um, pick five and see, oh, can I make this? You know, can I make Cajun food fish sticks? Because that's what Jeff wanted. He wanted homemade fish sticks Cajun style or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know where he got. I think I made it once and he liked it. So, um, can I make that? Do I have fish in my freezer? My fish in my freezer have all the spices and other stuff, so I can make it. You know, French onion soup with sandwiches. I could make that any time of the day because I always buy like 10 pounds of onions. So unless I'm actually out of onions, I can make that. You know, but some of it's simple, like sausages with mashed potatoes or sausages with peppers. So this is what we're having for lunch today. His version of hot dogs with fries or onion rings. So he keeps on saying, like, when he goes to Costco, he gets the foot long hot dog or the sausages and stuff, and that's what he considered hot dogs, not the cheapy small hot dogs. I'm like, that's not a hot dog, that's a sausage. Or a foot long sausage or a foot long hot dog. So when I see that, that's what it means, is a sausage versus, dollar package of hot dogs, which he still likes, but he likes them in things like one time I want to do it like how Sheldon on Big Bang Theory likes his spaghetti with hot dogs in it. So I'm like, oh, that sounds good. I think I've had that as a kid because we didn't have a lot of money as a kid, so we had a lot of hot dogs. That was a staple. Hot dogs and ground beef and pasta and macaroni and cheese. Because at the time, macaroni and cheese was cheap. Now macaroni and cheese is like $1 a package. I'm like, I only buy it when it's on sale for 50 cents a package. But so I have a nice variety of food that I'm going to use for inspiration for June. To use up the stuff that's in my fridge, freezer, and pantry. Hot dogs. I know, so this was on the discussion. So if you watch Young Sheldon or The Big Bang Theory, he's mentioned it. And on Young Sheldon, I think about a couple of episodes ago, they showed the hot dogs in like spaghetti. Like it was literally like cooked spaghetti, can of spaghetti sauce, your favorite one, and chopped up hot dogs. Like I put hot dogs whenever I make macaroni and cheese. You know, the same way. Like I took the macaroni, I throw the hot dogs in with the water to cook. Like I slice them, and then I drain it, and I put the cheese sauce in it. Personally, I like to add a little bit of steak spice in my bowl to give it like a meaty-ish flavor with the cheese sauce, or a little bit of Worcestershire sauce on it. That's what my mom did to give it, to change the taste a bit than from the cheese. But just a second. Yes, Abby. Yes. Can I can help you though. Okay. I will be right back. That was a quick bath. I'm back. What type of donuts did you have again? I saw there was some chocolate. um, chocolate iced, cream filled. Oh, so that's like Boston cream donuts. Oops, tilting. Boston cream donuts. That's what we call them here. I don't know what you call them there. They're like cream-filled donuts with the chocolate icing on the top.
You call those yummy?
Yes. Why'd you bring that back down?
Because Daddy will walk into the bathroom while I'm doing other things and go and trip on it and start cursing.
Okay, fine. They were Krispy Kreme, not quite Boston cream from Dunkin' Donuts. So here we just call them Boston cream, like
why
that
are we
type.
About donuts?
Because he got those donuts. Here.
Can you send me some?
No, he can't send them over the airwaves.
Okay, can I have my phone, please?
Okay, sure. Here's your phone.
And Mom?
Yes.
If I'm writing, how would I say, like, my mother, Jennifer, likes to cook? How would I put that? Would I put the name in quotes or
No.
my mother, comma Jennifer, comma
My mother Jennifer, comma. Or my mother Jennifer likes to cook. I don't think you need a comma.
I know, but
I'm not the grammar police.
I'm trying to figure this out.
My mother Jennifer likes to cook. Or Jen. You can call me Jen.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just using you as an example.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm trying to put something in what I'm saying, the name.
Yeah, you don't need to put a comma.
Can you ask the people?
Okay.
See if any of them know.
So, my daughter wants to know how you'd rate the sentence. My mother Jennifer likes to cook. I think you don't need to put my mother Jennifer, comma.
I think you ought to do my mother, comma Jennifer,
I think
comma,
no,
needs to cook.
Puppy, yes.
Or my
But-
mother, quote Jennifer, quote needs to cook.
You can't come here. Princess is here.
I'm looking for princess.
Yes.
It's kind of the point.
Oh,
Where's the
so
princess?
they think no comma so far. If you say put comma, you're going to sound like William Shatner from Star Trek. My mother Jennifer
No.
likes to cook.
No, I meant my mother, Jennifer, likes to cook.
My mother Jennifer likes to cook. Puppy Princess. Yeah, don't dip your hair. Go brush your
I
hair.
wanted to see what you do.
She's not happy with wet hair. So, you would use... Yes, but... Okay, what are you writing this for? And who are you talking about?
I'm talking about a made-up character in a story.
Oh, and you're writing a story. And
Yeah.
Yeah. She's just using me as an example.
Yeah,
but she's writing
because the
her
mother's,
own
the mother's name is
sci-fi.
the mother's name is Letitia, and she died in battle.
Okay, my mother, Letitia, comma, died in battle? Or my mother, Letitia,
It was,
died in battle?
It was. I know what. Here is the whole paragraph that I remember. I know why women don't fight in my clan. It's because my mother, Letitia, died 5 years ago in battle.
Yeah, I don't think you need a comma. You could put my mother, Letitia, comma, in that one. But you don't need to throw as many commas as you wanted to. Just because you wanted to pause
I love commas.
for... Yes, but you can use too many commas.
I know. That's why I always come and check.
As I would keep on saying, you're like William Shatner.
But if it makes you feel, what's really funny is you're my mother and you use no commas. I use too many and you use
Yes.
none.
Yes.
So literally, I'm like, Mom, comma, put a comma there, and you're like, Abby, take out this comma and that one. Oh, and that one, and that one. Okay, that one can stay.
Okay. Go.
Is this good enough?
Yes, it's moving up. It's optimizing 100 and something of 100 and something.
Okay.
So you're almost there.
I just wanted to know if
I
this
think
was-
technically you are supposed to put commas either after my mother or after my mother and after the name.
Ha!
LOL. Okay. So, as I said, I'm not the grammar
So it is
police.
my mother, Letitia, likes to cook. That type thing.
Yes, you could probably do it that way. At least,
I'm kind of comma crazy, so that's a thing. It is now.
so take your writing and bring it to your English teacher, your old English teacher, and ask them. Or ask Miss Smith. I did not become an English teacher for this reason.
Because I'm pretty sure
Ask Grammarly. Ask Grammarly, too.
I don't have it.
You can get it.
I'm writing this online.
Yes. But you can ask it. You could type that sentence or whatever in it.
And Mom,
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna name the mother Letitia.
Okay.
But which one do you like better, Letitia or Lavea?
Letitia.
Okay.
I get tired of their ads on YouTube. Well, at least apparently their ads work because you just suggested them to my daughter.
Suggested what?
Grammarly. Which is kind of funny.
Oh, it's okay.
I hate their ads, but I remember them because of their ads.
I keep getting these stupid ads for math help,
Mm.
and I'm like, no.
As long as you don't get ads for like mail problems.
Oh, it's okay. I've gotten an ad for something that I was like, no, I'm not downloading that. Go away.
Yes. You seem lonely. Would you like to find a new friend? No.
No, it's. You want me to say it on live stream what I got an ad for?
No.
Yeah, didn't think so.
Okay. Bye-bye.
What's the numbers?
121 of 184. So, by the time you get upstairs, it should be done. I'm trying to do something here. I was getting the link for people.
And where's Princess of Finlina? Where is she?
She's in front of you.
You.
So that is the
There you are.
website. It has those free downloadable things. Good morning, Flipping Hustler. How's it going?
Hi.
We were just discussing my...
Grammar.
Well, we were just a minute ago, we were discussing grammar with my daughter.
I'm good in science, not English. I'm creative, but I don't have great grammar, and I have even worse spelling. Which is why we use computers, people.
Yes.
Yes, I know you agree with me, and you just want me to pet you. You're like, okay, just pet me. Human, you're here to pet me.
So.
Have they seen this cute ball of fur?
Not today. She doesn't come up. Ryan is right. I had it backwards when it's obvious. Use comments. Abby was right. You were right. Puffy's breast said. It just sounds odd.
No, what sounds odd is my mother Jennifer likes to cook.
That's a robot.
I told you. That's what sounds odd.
You cannot put commas in the middle of a word. Jennifer. No, that's syllables.
Actually, technically you can in Braille, because comma also doubles as the EA contraction.
Uh-huh.
So technically I can.
Okay.
Although I cannot put the EA at the end of a word because of that.
Okay, this is too much thinking before I finish my second coffee. I need a coffee. This is too... I did not go to school to become a teacher for this reason.
You're the one who went to get your DSW.
Yes, that's not to be a teacher. Brian says, this is too technical for this hour of the morning. And he's early. He's like 7 o'clock.
Hey, you're the one who says that you could technically be an EA.
I could.
EAs
yes.
need to do this.
No.
Yes.
EAs need to help the child, and if I was in an English class, I'd be doing it. I'd be learning with the teacher what they said.
Then you wouldn't want to be with me.
I'd be refreshing. Whatever.
Not, because literally it's, Miss Smith.
I already helped you with your homework.
How to spell this.
I already helped you with your homework.
Because the only reason I can write solution is because in my head I use a science word. I go solute on solution. Okay.
Yes. Well, that's how you break up a word.
No, because solute. That's how I get it. Because solute in science class. I can write solute. So literally almost all my words come from science words.
Yeah, that's good.
Science words are baby words.
Why?
The cat crosses the road.
Yeah. Puppy's breast says it's 7:19 in the morning. It's later here, but still I've only had 2 cups of coffee.
Google, what time is it?
The time is 10:19.
See, so that's Pacific time, correct?
Sounds like it. It sounds like Pacific time.
Yes. Yeah. No, Abby just literally asked because one of her friends in her Godville clan or whatever is on Pacific Guild is in Pacific time, California. So he's in Colorado and California at Puppy's Breath in California, and I'm in Canada. So the 3 C's. Hey, flippin' hip hustler, whereabouts are you?
Technically, you're Ottawa.
Technically, I'm Kanata with a K, but
did you know that Canada was originally called Canada?
yes, I did.
Thank you, Europeans, for screwing everything up.
Yep.
What is this?
I don't know.
This.
That's a bag that Rowan brought down.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
What's the numbers now?
You have to bring it closer and stop moving it. 146 of 184.
It's so slow. What it is?
So, I was talking about...
Grammar.
No, before I got interrupted by grammar police here.
Then you were going upstairs to help me with something.
Bill, Abby?
I'm being honest. I'm giving you a recap. Of the last 20 minutes.
Yes. I was talking about using stuff in
Love you,
my
bye.
freezer. Bye, love you too. Good morning, Baking Diva. So, I remember when I did my upstairs freezer inventory live stream, and I found, I think it was 2 bags of ham bone, maybe 3. I think I found 1 maybe downstairs. I know that there was, I think, 2 or 3. Needs to design a transporter machine so we can send each other donuts. Yes. Well, since she left science and she likes sci-fi fantasy, I'm sure she could probably figure out a good design for it. It's the math behind it that would need a little tweaking. Yesterday in my Instant Pot, I threw in a bag that literally, one of the things I actually wrote on the bag, it said ham. Okay, and I threw in about 2 cups of navy beans, and they're just to cook up the beans, because I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to make a bean soup or what. I just wanted some cooked beans, so I could just have the beans. Well, I cooked it up and made a wonderful broth, but it wasn't a ham bone. It was like chicken thighs. But why did I write ham bone on it? Maybe I thought it looked like a ham bone, and I wrote ham bone after the fact. So this, boys and girls, is why you should label before you put the food in the bag, so it's actually labeled correctly. So now I have a container with some cooked chicken thighs. I think they're thighs, cooked chicken pieces, and because I wasn't cooked before, but it was like slightly seasoned, and beans in my fridge, and a big jar of like 2 liters of yummy tasting broth. So I'm gonna think of what to make with it. Yes, need more coffee before labeling. I should label before I put the food in it, or as I'm putting it in it, and not putting it in the freezer and then going, oh, what's this? Oh, this looks like ham. Ham, pork, chicken, all the same kind of beigey pink, whatever. But it was just, I'm tasting the meat. I'm like, there's lots of meat in here. I'm like, this doesn't quite taste like ham. And I'm like, where's the bone? Yes, that makes too much sense. So this is it. This is the problem with an adult with ADD. This is where you see the ADD that comes out. Even though I'm not officially diagnosed, my counselor and my family definitely thinks I do. Just I have very good coping skills. And it usually doesn't affect me. Well, in my younger days, it didn't affect me that often, right? Oh yeah, squirrel. And but as I've gotten older, I'm more easily distracted. I'm more easily forgetful. I'm just more, I think it's just like my brain is filled with all like 40 some odd years of information. Well, when I was 20, it was only filled with 20 years of information. Like in high school, I haven't got actually in college, when I went to college, I went to the student services, and I asked them, I did a psychological test, and it said I didn't have a learning, because I think I have a learning disability, like a reading disability, because I knew that it was hard for certain things for me to read or to understand I was just not necessarily a fast reader. I was, I was an okay reader, but I got a psychological test then. But I guess I had just a lot of coping skills just from my life, from my fairly traumatic life as a child, that I figured out how to problem solve. So I'm sure if I got tested when I was like 8 or 9, I probably would have had like some sort of learning disability, because I had a bit of dyslexia, but I just figured it out, and I had a speech impediment. But that was because my younger years, both my parents were alcoholics until I was like 10, 11. So I kind of had to grow up fast, and my parents separated when I was 6, so I had to kind of learn to do things on my own. So as an adult, I just think I have a lot of things on my mind that is not for the average bear, you know? Hey CR, how's it going? Okay, what's with everybody on the Pacific Coast popping in? And it's like really early for you guys. It's like 10 o'clock for me. Speaking of coffee, I haven't had mine yet. Oh yes, get a coffee. Yeah. Yes, because I'm like, despite my, like the nature versus nurture thing, despite the environment and that, and yes, my parents turned out much better as they sobered up and all that stuff, but um, I'm pretty darn good. Like, you know, like there's always these things that, like, because of the environment, they'll turn out just like their parents or whatever. It's like I just did the opposite of what my parents did. But some things I still feel like I'm like, oh, that's parents. When you say something, you know, that your parents said to you, it's like, ooh, oh, there's the parents. There's a bit of the upbringing, you know. So, but I'm just thinking that, as an adult, I get very easily distracted. Like I can walk, like I literally walk out of a room and I'm like, I'm coming to another room to do something. I have to go back to that room to figure out what I was doing. And without coffee, it's even worse. Coffee, I don't know if it's all like psychosomatic or what, but coffee does help me just relax a bit, and it's enjoyable. As you see, Princess is cleaning herself here on the side here. Well, there's Princess. Yes, look, that's you on there. Who's that? She's like, fine, I'm gonna clean myself. Yes, coffee is good. It's one of the few things that I really enjoy, and I'd like a good cup of coffee. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be expensive or anything, but a good strong coffee with cream. With milk, I can't do. Well, I can do. I don't like it. If I have just milk, I'll just have 1 cup in the morning. If I have cream, I'll have more. I mean, I got rid of sugar in my coffee, so there's that. um, it's kind of like certain things, like, how you like certain name brands of some stuff, but you'll do store brands of other stuff. Like cheese, it doesn't matter if it's Kraft or if it's not Black and Decker. I always say Black and Decker, Black Diamond, or a store brand, or whatever. Armstrong is another one that's up here. There's some other names, but they're not usually on sale, so I don't buy them. But I can't tell the difference. I can tell the difference from those type of blocks of cheeses and the really good cheeses. Like, say, Albert's cheese or Balderson cheese. You could definitely tell the difference between those and the average block cheese. So what is everybody doing today? Today for lunch I'm going to make Oktoberfest type sausages on a bun with fries and baby tomatoes and bocchini, cheese ball, and basil salad. Might put cucumbers in there too, because I have them. And then for supper, avoid quitting. Yes, my plans for the weekend did not go as planned because my neck and my back has been bothering me all weekend. And my goals of doing stuff outside did not happen. I've been puttering around inside doing bits here and there as my back was sore. But I've taken yesterday I took 2 baths because my back was sore. So it's just not, it's just, my neck and shoulders feel like whiplash, even though I don't have whiplash. And I'm just not sleeping well. I've been up since 5:45, to the point that I might have a nap after lunch. Because I'm like, yeah, I'm tired. So I think it's just a combination of just, I don't know, life. So, tomorrow, by the way, just remember, tomorrow plans to meet up with Angie around 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll do a live stream then. So mark your calendars, set a Google reminder, whatever. So that'll be 7:30 a.m. you guys time. Because everybody's in here. There's 4 of you in here. CR, Brian, and Puppy's Breath. You're all on Pacific time. And today or tomorrow morning, depends when I finish editing, probably this afternoon, I'll have my grocery haul that I did on the 31st. And then you can literally basically see all the food that we will have for June. I do have plans to have $50 per week, so $200 for the whole month of June. I have enough food, but I'm going to be using that $50 for things like that we run out, like fruit, vegetables, dairy. But I hope not to buy meat. No, I think he's on the same time as you. Oh, Mountain Time? Okay. So 9:30 Eastern Standard Time is 7 Pacific or 8 Mountain, I think. So 2 hours behind Ottawa. Okay. So 9, 6, sorry. More coffee. Can't do math. Sorry. 3 out. So it'd be 6. Wow. Okay, it'd be 6 your time. But we'll be live streaming for a while. Same time as Calgary. Puppy's Breath is on Vancouver time. Yes. Yeah, and CR is in BC area. I am usually better at math. Just not today. I think it's because I've been up since 5:45. So, and if anybody has ideas of, because you saw if you've seen my freezer inventories of the upstairs and basement freezers, and you'll see my grocery haul when it's uploaded, um, of things to make with it. Like, more so to use the stuff that's in my freezers, because I want to use them up to empty at least one of them by the end of June. It's a good thing we aren't in Russia. They have so many time zones. I don't think. Oh, that's true. Well, see, Canada has more time zones than the U.S. does, but we're also a bigger country. But we have less people. All of Canada's population fits in the same population. Actually, it's less than California's population, and that's only one state. Yes, and one of our provinces, I think it's Alberta or Saskatchewan. No, Saskatchewan doesn't do daylight savings time. It's like one of them just doesn't. So you go throw that in there. So sometimes it's, a couple of hours, and sometimes it's like 3 hours or something like that. Technically has 9. I think if you include all the islands and stuff like that. Well, yeah, because I guess Hawaii would be in a completely different one. So we have Newfoundland, which has its own time zone, and it's the only time zone that's half an hour difference. Seriously, like, nope. Newfoundland's its own time zone. Hey Google, what time zone is Newfoundland in?
The time in St. John, Newfoundland and Labrador is 12:08 p.m.
See, it's 12:08. So it's a half hour. It's 2.5 hours difference. Not 3, not 2, because Newfoundland's extra special. It's the only time. Hey Google, how many time zones are only half an hour difference?
My apologies. I don't understand.
See, I'm not even figuring it out. Hey Google, is Newfoundland the only time zone that's a half an hour difference versus an hour?
Sorry, I'm not sure how to help.
I don't know. I don't know how to ask Google. No, they're 2.5 because it's 10:38 here, so it's 12. Sorry, 1.5. That's right. 1.5 because it's 2. 1.5 different. Brain. Yes, 1.5. But I'm 99% sure. What times? Yeah. I'm pretty sure Newfie time zone is the only one that's a half hour. All the rest are hours. Like Hawaii. I don't know what other things are in the same time zone as Hawaii, but they're on their a different time zone. And is Alaska on its own time zone, or is it on also Pacific? Okay, so Alaska's 1 hour earlier. Yeah, because we have Alaska and the Yukon, and part of the Yukon is on Pacific time zone. Hey, Stay Nation, how's it going? Yes, their time zones are very strange, but imagine without time zones and the way that we travel today, we would never get anywhere. Like, it would be hard to make plans with people and to get anywhere on time. But then, how did they do that back in the day? But they, like, you know, 1,000 years ago, there was not really time zones, but people also didn't travel enough in a day to really travel a time zone away. Yes, Newfoundland is a half. But is there any other um, time zones that are a half hour? There might be Android on 2038. Yeah, because I was gonna say that railroads, because that was about the only way that you could travel faster um, than walking. Because if you walked, I don't think you could really walk the distance of a time zone or horseback riding to actually make any difference. When railroads first came out, it was a mess because every town had their own local time. Ah, yes. Cool. Yeah, because because I was reading something like in heard about not ones that not in real life flying cars in movies. Yes, made early 20th century possible to cross the country. Yes, and now we can fly. We can fly the world in I don't know how many hours. Hey Google, how long would it take us to fly around the world?
On the website Quora.com, they say, Steve Fawcett flew around the world, non-stop, non-refuel aerial circumnavigation in 67 hours in the Virgin Atlantic Global Flyer. This is the current record holder for speed. The previous record was 9 days.
So 67 hours. Wow. Yeah, if anybody has ever watched those old movies of sci-fi stuff and what they predicted would be normal now, we are way behind on the transportation innovations than what they predicted. But in other things like computers and stuff, we are way ahead of technology on that front. So we have a lot more things that we do with computers and Wi-Fi and that we can control with like our phones and stuff like that that people didn't even think of back in the 50s and 60s. Yet in the 50s and 60s they thought that we would be having flying cars by now, or um, like air travel would be the norm versus road travel. Well, everybody still relies on the good old car. Magnetic. Back to the Future. Exactly. Well, even just looking at Back to the Future and stuff like that. We don't even have to go back to the 60s. We have Google. Yes, that's true. The self-driving cars. Actually, there's here in Canada, there is a company that there is a self-driving car test thing for one of the countries. Hey Google, is there self-driving car in Canada?
Here's a summary from the website Futurism.com. Canada is celebrating a technological milestone after its first official self-driving car test on public roads last week. The City of Ottawa announced a partnership with BlackBerry's QNX team, the operating system arm of the company which is developing self-driving vehicle software.
Yep. So that was last week. And that's Ottawa, like Canada's part, west end suburb of Ottawa. In Canada, as I said before, Canada North has like we call it Silicon Valley of the North. So we have BlackBerry and RIM and a bunch of the high tech companies that have little spots up here. Hey FFP, how's it going? Long time no see. Hey, Howie. FFP in the house and CR. And then we just noticed that there's no vowels in there. Like, how's it going? Hopefully you grabbed a coffee and a bite to eat. So has anybody ever had, see, there's this little skin on my nail there, like cuticle or the skin. It's bothering me. Like it pulled up and it's catching on things. It just bothers me. Squirrel. So yeah, we were discussing plans in June. So I've just got reminded I'm going to have a hiccup in June where I will be away for 3 or 4 days. But I'm planning on having a bunch of meals set up for my family that they can choose to use them or make something else because there'll be food. So I don't know how I'm going to record those type of meals because I won't be here. Maybe I'll ask my daughter to take pictures and send them to me. But I'm helping a friend move and helping her set up the house and stuff like that. So, and a little break here. I got to head out. Well, you have a great day, Brian. Are you off to work or church or breakfast on top of your donuts? Hey, Howie, you're going to be live today? Work in the garage. Work in the garage like cleaning up your garage, or do you work in like a car garage to work on cars? Hey, teasers, pleasers, how's it going? Good morning. If you're on at 3 p.m., so is that 3 p.m.? Is that 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 3 p.m. Pacific Time? Okay, so that is, oh, we've just finished doing this. Hey Google, what's 3 p.m. Pacific Time?
6 p.m. Sunday in Nepean on K2L.
Hey Google, what is 3 p.m. Pacific Time in Eastern Standard Time?
12 p.m. Sunday in Pacific Time.
No. So you're 3 hours earlier. So 6 p.m. Okay. Darn. I won't be able to watch you at 6 p.m. because we go to my in-laws for supper every Sunday night. So, and that's supper time. But I will catch you on the replay. Yeah, we go there for. We usually get there. We usually get there before 5, and then we leave at 8. Yeah. Joy. Yes, I am. And I'm like, oh. If we are done supper, which I don't think we will be, and we're just chatting, I might try and pop in. I won't listen to the video and then just say hi. But I don't know if we will be done because there's 10 of us there. Well, 4, 8, 10. Well, 4, 8, yeah. 10, well, 10 if you include the 2-year-old. Well, I keep on trying to catch. So, this is the thing. My live streams are not scheduled, per se. By the way, I will be live tomorrow, 9 a.m., 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with Angie. So, we're going to be doing a collab. We're going to be meeting at McDonald's. And grabbing coffee there. So that's Eastern Standard Time. So that's really early for all of you Pacific timers. So we're juicing and dinner, family. Ooh. I will definitely check it out. I'll be catching the replay, but I'll check it out. Juicing. What do you juice? Green juice. So I'm guessing kale or spinach or kiwi. Green pepper. Cool. Do you throw anything else besides green things in it? Like some people like throw banana and other fruit like strawberries or something like that. Apples, lime, carrots. Ooh. My friend Glass, every day she drinks apple, lemon, carrot juice. So she juices it. So she makes every day. Oh, Princess is asleep. She's snoring. Everything from the greenhouse. Awesome. Well, I uploaded the strawberry rhubarb crisp video today, which is part of Get to the Farms collab of rhubarb. I couldn't figure out how to put it on her playlist, but I put her playlist link in it and her channel link in the iCard, the playlist link in the iCard, and at the end screen. Dinner will be a surprise. Ooh. That sounds yummy. I like surprises. Well, I like yummy surprises. See, my husband's the only one that likes mushrooms, and the only mushrooms he really likes. He likes the baby button mushrooms, and he likes the Chinese dried black mushrooms that I use in hot and sour soup. Awesome. It tasted really good. I still have a bit left. It's in my fridge. And it's, by the way, it is very good for breakfast. How do I know? Because I ate some. Wild asparagus pig. I've never seen wild asparagus here. I wish we had wild asparagus. And I haven't seen fiddleheads at the stores this year yet, either. I look so happy. Oh, thanks. My daughter, I'm uploading my grocery haul video from Thursday, the 31st. And she's hearing my voice. She goes, "Mom, you sound so young there." I'm like, "This was just Thursday." Is that not your voice? I'm like, "Yes, it's my voice." If Mama Nature provides, I enjoyed it. Ooh. Yes, I've eaten lamb's quarters. And we've sometimes, I've made dandelion jelly. I was hoping to make lilac jelly this year, but life has just gotten crazy, and I think I've missed the lilac season because my lilacs in the back here are gone. But they're not around for very long. Well, this is what I did with my rhubarb. It was actually not even 1 year old rhubarb. It was 2 year old rhubarb. Like I actually wrote the date. So some things I write the stuff on, and other things I write the wrong stuff on. As I was talking about earlier, the bag I thought was a ham bone, that was literally written ham bone on there. It was chicken thighs. So I cooked that up yesterday with some beans. Made wonderful broth and beans and chickens. Now I have to think I'm making um, maybe fried rice with the chop up the chicken with the beans, like a beans and rice, but with chicken in it. I have like a dairy rice, or make it throw it in soup. But um, I don't know. I'm gonna make something with it. I just haven't been inspired with it yet. Ungather grow. Yes, I just wish. Well, it's real. It's hard when you don't drive to get out of the city into the forest and stuff like that. Ungra has been bringing us rhubarb over. Awesome. Well, my rhubarb plant, the one I got 2 summers ago, which I thought I did killed, it now has enough rhubarb. Like I thought I killed it 2 years ago, but then last year I'm like, oh no, it's still too young. I'm not going to harvest anything. I can harvest some more of my own plant versus relying on the rhubarb from others. So I will be chopping that and throwing that in the freezer. It's like, or making something with it. See, this is the thing when I'm cooking stuff, it tends to make double or triple sometimes, and so I have to throw in the freezer. And this is part of the problem of why there's so much stuff in the freezer, and not room for stuff that I want to purposely make for in the freezers, or room for ice cream, because it's really hot these days, and ice cream can be a meal. Wildlife. Live in a food forest, and I would love to see others build them too. Yes, what we're trying to do. So at my community garden, which is that I'm president of, that's the church has given us the land that we could build boxes on. We have 30 fly garden there, and